board members, teachers, friends, family, and fellow students. Welcome to the 2021 graduation ceremony for its next charter school. My name is Selma El Amarani. I am a third-year student here at Next. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being here for this special event. Our graduates share connections with each of you, and we are excited that you are here to celebrate them. Before the ceremony begins, I would like to remind you to please stay clear of the sidewalk in front of the steps. Doug Rathburn, a professional photographer, will be taking pictures of the ceremony. These pictures will be made available online after the ceremony. Please refer to your program for more information. When your student is receiving their diploma, you may send one member of your party to the front sidewalk to take pictures, but please do not stand in the center of the sidewalk, as Mr. Rathburn will be taking photos of all graduates. Restrooms are located inside Gilbert H. Hood Middle School through the gymnasium entrance to my left, your right. During the ceremony, if you or someone from your group needs shade or water, please go to the big white tent to your right. I would also like to remind you to please silence all cell phones at this time. As many of you know, Next Charter School is different. Today, we have attempted to mix tradition with the culture of Next. We are thankful that you're all here for our 6th graduation ceremony and to bear witness to the accomplishment of these young adults. I would now like to introduce the most important people here today. Please join me in welcoming the 2021 Next Charter School graduating class. I would now like to introduce Danny Watson, a Next student, to tell us all a little about our first graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is Danny Watson, and it is my pleasure to introduce Katie Uni, a 2020 Next graduate, to you. Katie enrolled in Next in the fall of 2017 after attending Gilbert H. Hood Middle School. Katie would like to let the audience know that next year she will be attending NHITI. Katie, please come center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Liz Verity, the school counselor, to share a bit more about Katie and present her with her diploma.
Kaylee, I'm so pleased to be able to be up on this stage with you. It's been wonderful getting to know you over the last 4 years. Some of what I've learned over those 4 years is that you are bright, capable, and tenacious young adults. You are both kind and unyielding, friendly and stern, passionate yet sensible, and an advocate while being approachable. I think one of your greatest strengths is your ability to advocate for yourself and others. I've seen you educate our community about different topics that you value, and your passion brings light and attention to important matters. You have a strong voice and a thoughtful presentation. Keep fostering these traits. Merging your gift of advocacy with a future career in computer science could have an impact on an even greater community. Who knows, maybe you create an app and can support and educate a larger population. But know that your kindness and voice is admirable and needed. Wherever your path takes you, I want you to know that you will leave an impact on those around you. You have left your mark on Next, and I look forward to hearing about the marks you leave in your future. Congratulations, Kaylee. It is now with great pleasure that I present you with your Next Charter School High School diploma. All right. I would now like to welcome Dylan Tardif, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is Dylan Tardif. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Clara Wells, a 2021 Next graduate to you. Clara enrolled at Next in the fall of 2019 after 2 years of high school at Pinkerton Academy. Clara would like to say thank you to her family for always supporting her and to Mr. Malora for not giving up on her even when she sometimes felt like giving up. Clara, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Kim Crowley, former Next Capstone coordinator, to share a bit more about Clara and present her with her diploma.
So Clara, my absolute favorite thing about you is your commitment to your family and your community. In your personal narrative from True Story class, you wrote, "Family doesn't just mean blood relations. Family is a deeper connection with the people you love. This trailer park family showed me that. They taught me that we shouldn't hide behind these walls everyone puts up around us, and we should just love each other for who we are. I don't know what I would have been like if they were never in my life. The person I am today is because of them, and for that, I am very grateful." So Clara, we often refer to people as being one of two minds. The glass is half full or the glass is half empty. You have defined and lived a third mindset, which is the glass is always full. Your life is full of people you love and who love you, your family, your neighborhood. I've never heard you say, I wish I had, or I wish I could. Instead, you celebrate all that you have and all that you do. You don't look backwards, you look forward with confidence and determination. You're not afraid to consider all the possibilities. For example, some of the career paths you've considered are tattoo artist, teacher, and most recently, EMT, massage therapist. I believe you're well suited to these jobs, as each requires a person committed to the care and support of others in their community. So Claire, I'm really grateful for the last 2 years you've brought your positive mindset and energy to our community. So it's with great pleasure that I present you with this next charter school diploma. Congratulations. Okay, I would like to now welcome Allie Kormelowitz, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is Good afternoon. My name is Allie Kormelowitz. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Izzy Sabio, a 2021 next graduate to you. Izzy enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at the Virtual Academy Charter School. Izzy would like to let people know that she wants to become a vet tech and that she loves her daughter Cheyenne, who is a Shiba Inu. Izzy, please come and stand center stage. Now I'd like to invite Rob Aquilina, English teacher, to share a bit more about Izzy and present her with her diploma.
Izzy, it was just a few days ago when I asked you to identify how you've changed over the past 4 years. True to who you are, you asked me what I thought. And truer to who I am, I wouldn't give you an answer. I left for a little while, and when I came back, you had an answer that was as good and as accurate as whatever I would have thought of. The answer you had, or the one that I would have given you, doesn't matter. What matters is that you found the answer on your own. I love what Mr. Crawford says, that the job of the teachers at Next is to help you reach the point where you don't need us anymore. I'm sure that each of us would like to stay in your memory and in your heart and in your life. But you can find the answers on your own now. And so, here is my answer to the question about how you've changed. You're ready. You're ready for the world, for college, for a career, for love, for loss. You're ready to confront the things that are difficult and ready to simply honor those things that come easily. You may not feel like it at this moment, or tomorrow, or in a year, but you are ready. See, I don't think the defining quality of adulthood is confidence. It's doubt. It's knowing what you want, but also knowing it might not be the best choice for you. It's understanding your own feelings, but still seeking out confirmation. It's knowing something, and then knowing you don't really know, and then remembering that at least you know how to know. It's confusing, right? You are both a whisper and a shout. You are both sure and unsure. You know you can get lost, but then find your way home. You're ready, and you don't need us anymore. But we're sure gonna miss you like crazy. So, Isabella Sabio, it is with great pleasure that I present you with this next charter school diploma. Congratulations. Oops. I would now like to welcome Max Rainieri, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Max Rainieri. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Lucas Reimer, a 2021 Next graduate, to you. Lucas enrolled at Next in the fall of 2016 after attending middle school at West Running Brook. Lucas would like everyone to know that he's leaving behind a valuable legacy at Next Charter School. Lucas, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Emily Whalen, our wonderful science teacher, to share a bit more about Lucas and present him with his diploma.
There's two. Okay. Hey, Lucas. I would like to start by talking about the impact that you have had on all of us at Next Charter School. Because of your love of nature and the outdoors, we've all learned to appreciate or at least tolerate a plethora of arachnids, insects, and invertebrates. And because of your obsession with reading Wikipedia pages, we all have a much better understanding of geography, world history, global politics. And then because of your wonderful accents and your reading voice and delivery, we all have appreciated and enjoyed reading the long texts that we sometimes assign in our classes at Next. Next, I want to talk about your legacy. So impact and legacy are a little bit different. An impact is something that you're going to take with you when you go to St. A's, when you go out in the world, to a job, family, wherever you go. You're going to continue to impact those people, but we won't get to be around you anymore. A legacy is a little bit different. A legacy is when you do or say things that are so important that other people continue to do and say those same things on your behalf. So I want to help you have a legacy at Next Charter School. And I'm going to do that by quoting you to you, which might be a little bit weird. But I hope that all of you will hear what Lucas wants you to know. And I hope that you will carry on his legacy by repeating it to other people, to your friends and to your family. So Lucas, at your capstone defense a couple weeks ago, here's what you said. You said to realize that you can be yourself. You said, I want people to know that you shouldn't be afraid to be who you really are. You said, the more I'm myself, the more people seem to like me. And then you said, the more I'm myself, the more I'm able to get stuff done. I hope that you never forget that, because I think it's a really powerful, cool thing to believe in. And I hope that you help Lucas spread his legacy by being yourself and encouraging the people you know and care about to be themselves as well. So, legacy carried on. It is now with great pleasure that I award you this next charter school high school diploma. I would now like to welcome Aiden Deltois, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is Aiden Delatois. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Aaron Logan, a 2021 Next graduate, to you. Aaron enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at West Running Brook. Aaron would like to share a quote by Jasmine Kunar that she lives by. Scream, so that 100 years from now, another sister will not have to where in history she lost her voice. Aaron, please come and stand center stage. I would now like to invite Angie Gleckman, our art teacher, to share a bit more about Aaron and present her with her diploma.
Aaron, you have a presence about you that makes people notice you when you enter the room. You are a no-nonsense kind of person. What you see is what you get. People want to be around you, and you want to listen to what you have to say. You already know how to speak your mind. You already know how to decipher what's important to you and what's not. You already know how to be a great student, daughter, sister, friend, and person. You're a natural leader. Having you in class was always a pleasure, not only because of your calm demeanor and your successful mindset, but because we also share the absolute love of art. When other things in life don't seem to make sense, creating art does. Anyone has the ability to create a piece of art. However, you are learning to completely open up and fully express yourself through your artwork. As your favorite artist says, Savannah Lohr, perfectionism is a barrier we build between ourselves and our potential. Don't think, just create. Just as you've learned from me, I've also learned so much from you. It has been an honor to watch you grow. I wish you all the best at Plymouth State. Mr. A and I are going to take a road trip and come visit you in our old stomping grounds. You are a strong, wonderful, creative young woman, and you're going to do great things. Remember to recognize where you are in life, stay positive, travel, experience new things, and believe that you deserve a successful life because you are worth it. Most importantly, be kind, be amazing, be you. You will truly be missed. Aaron Logan, it is with great pleasure that I present you with this next charter school diploma. Congratulations. I would now like to welcome Devin Grasso, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is Devin Grasso. Today is my pleasure to introduce Simon Larry, a 21 next graduate to you. Simon enrolled at Next in the fall of 2018 after homeschooling through middle school. Simon would like everyone to know that he almost has his truck here. Simon, please come to the center stage. Now I'd like to invite Andrew Benson, math teacher, to share a bit more about Simon and present him with his diploma.
Hey, Simon. Simon, I'd like to start by congratulating you on setting the goal of graduating in 3 years and following through with it. Nice work. Simon, you've always been a steady presence in our advisory. You have a calm, quiet, and confident demeanor. You're polite and willing to do whatever the activity was. I certainly appreciated that over the years. I have a small piece of advice I want to share, and because you're a math science guy, I'd like to do it using the transitive property of equality. All right. Simon Leary, human beings are social creatures. Therefore, Simon Leary is a social creature. But listen, I'm not trying to turn you into an extrovert. The real power in the world comes from introverts. We're just quiet about it. But I would like you to think about the idea of expanding your circle slightly. Simon, I hope you're proud of yourself. I know your family is proud, I am proud, but it's more important that you are proud of what you've done. Before you close this chapter of your life, take some time and reflect on what you've accomplished. And finally, most importantly, whatever happens, whatever fame comes to you, whatever awesome car you acquire or build, don't ever stop riding your bike. Actually, perhaps the best way to do that reflection I was talking about is on a mountain bike, in the woods, all by yourself. Simon, it is with great pleasure that I present you with this next charter school diploma. Congratulations. At this point, I'd like to invite Allie Kermelowitz to come talk about our next graduate.
Good afternoon. Once again, my name is Allie Kermelowitz. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Gina Grasso, a 2021 next graduate to you. Gina enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at West Running Brook. Gina would like to thank her family and friends for all their support. Gina, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Carrie LaFlame, special education teacher, to share a bit more about Gina and present her with her diploma.
Gina, congratulations. You made it to the stage. You have one more task to complete. which is to listen to me speak one more time. We have known each other since your second year at Next. We have walked around this building many times in the past few years, talking about the ups and downs of high school, our plans for the weekend, and of course, our love for Oreos. And through the years, I have watched you become more independent and continue to work hard towards successfully completing your requirements for graduation. The pandemic created a challenge for all of us. Not being in school and not having the opportunity to see your friends was especially difficult for you. We tried to make the best of it by connecting through FaceTime on almost a daily basis when we were remote. Through our phones, you and I talked, we went for walks, and you even attempted to ride your bike, which I don't recommend. You persevered and continued to attend your classes, take driver's ed, and work at Market Basket. Gina, I have seen you step outside your comfort zone, like singing YMCA as part of your capstone defense, and also attempting the ropes course at Centipede. I encourage you to be uncomfortable. Through these experiences, you will learn to become more confident, and by becoming more confident, you will create more opportunities for yourself and have a lot more fun. Gina, I am proud of you and look forward to seeing all that you will accomplish in the future. Gina, it is with great pleasure that I present you this Next Charter School high school diploma. I would now like to welcome Salma El Amarani, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is still Selma. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Adam Eldib, a 2021 Next graduate to you. Adam enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at West Running Brook. Adam would like everyone to know that he is the funniest student to have ever attended Next. Adam, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Emily Whalen, science teacher, to share a bit more about Adam and present him with his diploma.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Adam Eldib, you have earned every competency. You have tried everything and included everyone. You have survived advisory lunch, Wi-Fi cafe, and over 25 ILP meetings. Adam Eldib, you have brought credit to yourself and your charter. You have completed capstone. You have put on your cap and your gown. And now I must ask you, are you ready for WrestleMania? Sorry. I'm sorry. I meant to say graduation. Are you ready for graduation? No. Oh, we just stick to the WrestleMania? All joking aside, you are pretty funny. But I want to talk to you about something a little more serious. And it has to do with competency. So when I talk to people about Next Charter School, a lot of people say, what does that mean? What does it mean that you're a competency-based school? And I've been to college for a long time, and I've read a lot of books, so usually I use jargon and definitions, give them this long, boring answer. But I'm not going to do that anymore, thanks to you.
At your capstone defense a few weeks ago at New Hampshire iPhone Repair, you dramatically smashed an iPhone with a hammer. Then you proceeded to use a whole bunch of the tiniest tools I've ever seen to take it apart, remove the broken pieces, reconnect the wires, fix the doohickey onto the other doohickey, put it back together, twisty, twisty, and then you push the button and it worked. And that was amazing, but fixing the phone isn't what amazed me. What amazed me was that while you did it, you answered our questions, you explained what you were doing in language that we could understand, and you managed to do it while slinging some pretty funny one-liners. And so now, to me, competency is when you can break and fix an iPhone and joke throughout the whole thing. And that's a lot better than those long, boring definitions of competency that I used to use. So thanks for that. But now that you're competent, let's also make you a high school graduate. So it gives me great pleasure, Adam L.D., to present you with this, your next charter school high school diploma. I would now like to welcome Caspian Searles, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. We're on the wrong page. Give me a second, I know what I'm doing. All right, good afternoon. My name is Caspian Searles. Today it is my pleasure to introduce you Xavier Cross, a 2021 Next graduate. Xavier enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at Gilbert H. Hood. Xavier is an incredible friend and persevered throughout his time here. Xavier was the drill and ceremonies commander in JROTC, a position he earned. Xavier, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Joe Crawford, director, to share a bit more about Xavier and present him with his diploma.
Xavier, I'm not going to take this time to make a joke about the fact that there were moments when I didn't know if we would be standing here together. Because the truth is, that doesn't matter. I have always believed in you, but that isn't the same in believing that everything would work out perfectly. And of course, it didn't. No one's journey through high school follows a prescribed plan, and yours certainly did not. But you carved your own path, perhaps more than any student I have ever known. You did things your way. You took many elective classes at VLAX and at Pinkerton, and I think you may be in the running for the most credits ever earned by a graduate of Next. But your choices regarding coursework aren't the only things that set you apart. You are different in many other ways, too. You are a natural leader. You are strong-willed and direct. You have a laser focus on things that are important to you. And I admire the way in which you set your sights, sometimes literally, on your targets and then achieve your goals. But over the last year, I've watched a new set of characteristics appear. You are thoughtful and caring to your friends, even if you don't always want others to see it. You are curious and far more open-minded than you were when you arrived here. I don't think Next can take credit for all of these things, but I'd like to believe that we helped nudge you in the right direction. On Monday, you completed your final academic requirement, presenting your capstone defense to an audience of staff and family. I heard you talk sincerely about your desire to become a music educator. In that talk, you seemed to acknowledge that this work would come with specific challenges, but also with some pretty wonderful benefits. We talked about the fact that for many of us, the most impactful teachers in our lives were music teachers. I think there are many reasons for this. I think this may also be the case for you, and I know it is for me. So as I sat in that classroom to you talk about becoming a band director, I could clearly imagine the impact you will have on countless young people, and it made me really happy to have had the chance to know you, to watch you become the man you are today. Thanks for putting up with me and for being yourself. Xavier, it is with great pleasure that I present to you this next charter school diploma. I would now like to welcome Danny Watson, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. My name is probably still Danny Watson. Today, it is my pleasure to introduce Orning Quebec, a 2021 next graduate to you. Odin enrolled at Next in the fall of 2018 after attending yet 1 year of high school at Pinkerton Academy. Odin would like everyone to know that he is grateful to everyone who helped him get here. Odin, please come stand on the stage. Now, I would like to invite Kim Crawley, former capstone teacher, to share a bit more about Odin and present him with his diploma.
Hi, Odin. As your teacher and advisor these last 2 years, I've come to realize that you are a person of contradictions. You are reserved, a self-described introvert. In contrast, you are also a person of great self-expression through your art, your music, your writing. You can be an anxious person, especially when facing the new or unfamiliar. At the same time, you're extremely brave. You are strong-minded in your convictions, at the same time that you are compassionate and accepting of others. You like to be alone, yet your loyalty and devotion to your family and friends are immense. The tension generated by these contradictions produces an energy that continually moves you forward towards your goals. Your goals you have consistently talked with me about are pretty simple, straightforward. To live in a quiet home, surrounded by nature, and shared with the people you love. As I watch you graduate from Next today, I'm reminded of these lyrics from Pink Floyd's song, Breathe. Look around, choose your own ground, for long you live, and high you fly, and smiles you'll give, and tears you'll cry, and all you touch and all you see is all your life need ever be. So Odin, it's with great pleasure that I present with you this next charter school diploma. You're welcome. All right, I would like to now welcome Devin Grasso, who will introduce our next graduate.
Hope everyone's hydrating this afternoon. My name is Devin Grasso. Today is my pleasure to introduce Edwin Carter, a 2021 Next graduate to you. Edwin enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at Gabriel H. Hood. Edwin did an internship at a Seven Tire Auto in Derry and is interested in cars. Edwin, please come to the stage. Now I'd like to invite Cheryl Lane, a paraprofessional, to share a bit more about Edwin and present him with his diploma.
All right. Edwin, I am honored to be here presenting you with your diploma this afternoon. Your journey here at Next was not without challenges. At times, you wanted to give up, but your desire to earn this diploma, your determination to complete high school, and your ability to bounce back has gotten you here today. And I am so proud of you. This year, we worked together one-to-one quite a bit. Some of those meetings were serious, like let's get down to business and get this done. Other times, we would just talk. And during these conversations, I really got to know you, and you taught me just as much as I taught you. So for that, I thank you. Now, this diploma is more than just proof that you graduated. This diploma represents your ability to overcome obstacles, to push through hard times, and to reach your goals, and to get out of your comfort zone. This diploma is proof that you didn't give up. And this diploma is proof that you believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Going forward, there are going to be big changes coming. But remember this, if you are faced with challenging times, you are stronger than you think, more capable than you know, and you are never alone. Reach out. If you need us, just because you're graduating doesn't end the relationships you've built here at Next. And going forward, you're going to have major accomplishments. Reach out, because we want to know about those too. Congratulations, Edwin. You did this, and I am so happy to present to you your next charter school diploma. I would now like to welcome Caspian Searles, who would introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. Maybe I had a name change while I was away. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Ben Carasquillo, a 2021 graduate, to you. Ben enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at both Gilbert H. Hood and West Runningbrook. Ben would like to thank his family, friends, and the boys for always being there for him during the hardest times of his life and for helping him get on stage. He wouldn't be who he is today without these people. Ben Come and stand center stage. Now I'd like to invite Mike Maloro, humanities teacher, to share a bit more about Ben and present him with his diploma.
Good afternoon, Ben. It is my honor to speak to you this afternoon. Just a short time ago, you achieved what many believe to be impossible, including yourself. Your determination, positivity, and I can attitude guide you to this graduation ceremony. Not too many people today know about that yellow piece of paper. The paper that was folded in your wallet and taken out as a reminder to follow that light. The paper that was your rock, your focus, your purpose for several months of your senior year here at Next Charter School. The page was not neat, not clean, not all grammatically correct. A torn, crumbled page that outlined what was left for you to achieve this school year. At times, the light was dim and almost extinguished. Obstacles got in the way. Work became overwhelming. Despite these setbacks, Ben, this worn and tattered piece of paper was your light that kept you focused on your goal, to graduate with a high school diploma. We have had so many conversations over these past years, conversations that focused on your faith and family, friends, and a desire to live an independent and happy life. I speak today for the entire staff at Next Charter School, all who followed that light and guided you here today. I know as a parent myself how proud your family is to see you shining bright and ready for your next steps. As Abraham Lincoln once said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." Celebrate your successes, Ben, and always remember to shine bright. Congratulations, Ben. I present to you today, June 16th, 2021, your Next Charter School diploma. I'd like to call Selma back up to introduce the next graduate.
You guys must be so sick of me. But before you storm away, allow me to introduce Alex Batten, a 2021 Next graduate, to you. Alex enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at Gilbert H. Hood. Alex wants everyone to know that he plans to go into landscaping after graduation. Alex, please come and stand center stage. Now I'd like to invite Scott Saucier, math teacher, to share a bit more about Alex and present him with his diploma.
Alex and I go way back. We both started at Next in the fall of 2017. Back then, I was Alex's AmeriCorps mentor, and my goal was just to learn about what made him tick, to offer him academic support, and just anything for guidance in his personal life. Alex back in 17 was a great kid, but much different than Alex in 2021. If you know Alex back in 2017, you might have known Alex as the student who would have squat in the middle of the soccer field and make loud, borderline obnoxious sounds while we were in the middle of an ultimate frisbee game. Right, Edwin? And Toby, I see you out there. I started being Alex's advisor in the beginning of last year, and I've gotten to know Alex a little bit more ever since. All I can say about Alex from his early days at Next to today is that there's been substantial growth. Over the past couple of years, you've matured and grew up right in front of our eyes. Well, kind of behind the computer screen a little bit, but your drive that you showed over the last 2 years has been remarkable, given all the outside factors that kept you from experiencing normal last 2 years of high school. All of the hardships that you had to endure over the past couple years just made you a stronger person. Alex, I've seen you become more independent and advocate for yourself in ways that I've never thought were possible. You became a leader, albeit a silent leader, and every staff member that has gotten to know you knows how good of a person you are and how good your intentions are. Oh, and plus, you'll never have to run away from Miss LaFlame ever again. If I could leave you with some advice, it would be to be brave with your actions, confident with your words, and always say yes to new experiences. You have a ton of potential, Alex, and I can't wait to see where this world takes you. It is with great pleasure that I give you your next charter school diploma. I would now like to welcome Aiden, who will introduce our next graduate.
Good afternoon. Today it is my pleasure to introduce Nick Andrioli, a 2021 Next graduate, to you. Nick enrolled at Next in the fall of 2017 after attending middle school at Gilbert H. Hood, right behind me. Nick would like to say thanks to everyone. Thanks to his family for supporting him. Thanks to his friends for always being there for him. And thanks to the staff at Next for ensuring that he graduated and never giving up on him. Nick, please come and stand center stage. Now I'd like to invite Joe Crawford, our director, to share a little bit more about Nick and present him with his diploma.
Nick, I think you would agree that this has been a pretty strange 15 months. The pandemic impacted us all differently, but we were all made to adapt to the changing world. You and I haven't been able to be together too much this last year, and if I could have changed that, I would, because I've always found you to be interesting, smart, and kind. You are someone who sees things a little different. Yesterday, you talked with a group of us about your dream of becoming a graphic designer. I admit, when I learned of your interest in this area, I was a bit surprised because I thought you might choose to be a video game designer or a computer programmer. But when I listened to you speak about the subtle decisions designers make in creating their work, I recognized something about you that I'm not sure I knew. You pay attention to all of the details. You see things that others do not. You understand the world differently, with a sharper focus. And in many ways, I think this is both a superpower and an Achilles heel for you. Having a fine-tuned eye for detail allows you to notice things, consider alternatives, and seek pretty unique and creative solutions. These are all the things that you do very well. But seeing all the little details can be exhausting and overwhelming because nothing is black and white, nothing is clear, and there are often several right and wrong solutions to every problem. So if this is who you are, let me give you some advice. And it might sound like bad advice. And face it, it might be. So take it or leave it. Success is usually the result of failures, not triumphs. Mistakes are the stuff of learning, and risk-taking, carefully considered, is the necessary ingredient. Your future will be full of lots of little obstacles, and that is okay. In fact, it's part of growth. I hope you learn to believe as much as we believe in you. And remember, it feels cold sometimes, but there are a lot of people who are here to help, including your pretty wonderful twin sister. Reach out and share your life with others, and don't be afraid to try things that are hard. You're going to be fine. Nick, it is with great pleasure that I present to you this next charter school diploma. I would now like to welcome Max Ranieri, who will introduce our next graduate.
Hello again. Today is my pleasure to introduce to you our last graduate of this 2021 graduation, Julia Alger. Julia enrolled at Next in the fall of 2018 after attending 1 year of high school at Pinkerton Academy. Julia would like people to know that she plans to pursue a career in nursing. Julia, please come and stand center stage. Now, I'd like to invite Rob Aquilina, our English teacher, to share a bit more about Julia and present her with her diploma.
Julia. Hey, homie. You are probably the graduate that I have known the longest. Well, you were this bubbly young girl joining her sister and her cousin on trips to the coffee factory. All I really knew about you, that you liked to sing, and that you ordered a green monstrosity of a smoothie. That toothpaste probably rots people's teeth. I know you a lot better now, and that's for a lot of reasons. Speaking with you now just like speaking with any other adult. We can talk politics or philosophy or medicine or what's up in the world, and we can share thoughts about music or carrying heavy trays of food. In Hamilton, Angelica Schuyler sings a song where she mentions that she's looking for a mind at work. And I want you to know that if it weren't so windy, I would sing the song. When I think about you, that's what I think of, a mind at work. Bright, who thinks quickly, who processes deeply, someone who knows but doesn't always need to say she knows, and someone who never, ever misses a joke. A mind at work is good for what you plan to do. I'm always enamored by people who go into nursing. It's one of the most vital and the most trustworthy professions in the world. And that's a lot too. And so I have for you 4 pieces of advice adapted from the Nursing Code of Ethics that have much more to do with being human than being a nurse. Autonomy. Support people, even when you disagree with them, and especially when others disagree with them. Everyone needs a cheerleader. Assume they don't have one already. Beneficence. Take care of people. Everyone you encounter is climbing a hill that we can't see. Passionate and offer to help lift them up. Justice. Be fair. Remember that everyone is an individual who cannot be defined by others. Some people need more, some need less, but everyone needs something. Non-maleficence. Maleficence. Oh my gosh. Do no harm. In every moment, we have a choice to be good or not. There are enough people who choose not. So, choose good every chance you get. And of course, remember to take care. Remember to take care of yourself. Smell the roses, eat your broccoli, wear sunscreen, and stop drinking those horrible smoothies. Julia Alger. It is with great pleasure that I award you your next charter school diploma. Thank you, everyone. Now I'd like to welcome our director, Joe Crawford, to the microphone to say a few closing words.
Okay. I'm happy to say we've reached the midpoint of the show, so settle in. I'm just kidding. I told them that my speech would be 43 minutes. It might, but we'll see. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of you for being here with us today. Graduation ceremonies are really celebrations, and they aren't much fun without guests. So I want to thank each of you for being here to help us celebrate these wonderful people. As you heard earlier, this is our 6th graduating class. It's difficult to believe that these 15 young adults will join 62 others who have come before them as alumni of charter school, of next charter school. Some of those past graduates are in the audience today. Can we hear from you guys? Where are the graduates at? Some alum. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. And some of them were with us for a special celebration last night. Becoming a member of this club isn't easy. It isn't straightforward, and it isn't for everyone. But it is forever. We are so very excited to welcome each of you to the alumni family. This is something you share with your peers, not something you share with me or other staff members or your parents, though some of you now share with your siblings. I hope you know that today's ceremony is not the end of your connection to Next Charter School. Rather, it is just a transition to a different type of connection. I hope you will find ways to remain connected and to build upon those relationships that began here. Graduates, I hope you don't mind, but I want to take a moment to talk about another person who has transitioned from Next. I believe you all know our good friend, Kim Crowley. Now, sure, she deserves it. She's going to hate the next minute and a half. So, now if you know Kim Crowley, you know she is not super excited about the fact that I'm talking about her right now. But that's okay. She should be happy I don't ask her to come up and stand on the spot up here. But the truth is that I couldn't resist the opportunity to talk about Kim. And graduates, you can now call her Kim. As many of you know, Kim has worn many hats at Next. She began with her support of this organization as an advisor and friend of Mr. Krieger and me. When we set out about the task of writing the charter for Next, it was Kim who was the first one and the last one to read our ideas. Once Next became a real school, Kim joined our board of trustees, eventually becoming the board chair. And perhaps I should mention that Kim's son Jake applied to Next that first year and didn't get a seat. But that didn't stand in Kim's way of supporting us. Right from the beginning, Kim signed up to volunteer her time as a mentor and a tutor for some of our students, and she quickly became an unofficial member of our staff. By the way, Jake did get in that second year. So then Kim was a volunteer, board member, and parent. In the summer of 2016, just weeks after Jake graduated from Next, Kim officially joined our staff as the capstone coordinator. Kim took on this role like she takes on everything, with passion, focus, and lots of ideas. Although she wouldn't see it this way, I believe that each of you are here today in large part due to the work of Kim Crowley. She paved the way for the creation of this program, and we owe much of the program's success and growth to her tireless dedication. In March, Kim transitioned to a different relationship with Next. She was presented with a professional opportunity that she couldn't ignore, but I know it was incredibly difficult for her to decide to leave us. But of course, she didn't really leave us. She has continued to volunteer by teaching and mentoring some of these graduates. Although she no longer wears all those hats, she's forever a part of our team at Next. She's a trusted friend and a colleague and an advocate for children in our community. I don't think her job title will change any of those things. I just have to think of something else to ask her to do, because I think she'll say yes. Kim, I know the last several minutes have probably made you squirm, and I can't say that I didn't enjoy that at least a little bit. But I want to thank you again for your service to the students, parents, staff members of Next Charter School. Okay, this is making her very uncomfortable. Okay, graduates. Enough talking about other people. I'll focus my attention back on you because I guess this is about you. I know that I'm the only thing standing between you and the end of this ceremony, but I still have a few things to say. Sometimes I hear young people and old people talk to me about their search for motivation. Some of you have even told me that you just can't find any motivation. And this is interesting because for a long time, I used to think about motivation in some pretty simple terms. For much of the 20th century, psychologists have talked about the power of external rewards and punishments as dominating the human experience. We do things to get a reward or to avoid punishment, right? Well, I read a book about 10 years ago that helped me to understand motivation differently and perhaps see others and me in a new light. In his book, Drive, author Dan Pink argues that there are actually 3 other very powerful motivators for almost every human being. These sources of motivation come from the inside, not the outside. They are autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Here's how his argument goes. Autonomy is the power and the ability to make your own decisions, to be in control of your own lives, to choose your own path. For many of you, this is why you came to Next, and earning your high school diploma has given you some increased autonomy. You have opened a door to greater control and choice in your life. Mastery is the concept of getting good at stuff. Pink argues that nearly everyone in this world is motivated by the feeling of success, learning a new skill, overcoming a challenge, or seeing improvements in themselves. Isn't this what Next is about? Each of you is here today because you have achieved many things. Mastery isn't about perfection. It's about growth and a sense of accomplishment. I hope each of you feels this today. But purpose might be the most important aspect of motivation. People are motivated when they feel like what they do matters, like they are part of something bigger than themselves, that their life is consequential. All of us have an internal drive to give back and leave a legacy. When you came to Next, we told you that you mattered, you were part of a community, and that you belonged to something. I know that this sense of purpose drove many of you to be better and to push harder. Now that you are here today and transitioning out of high school, perhaps you can apply each of these motivators on the next leg of your journey. You have the newfound autonomy that comes with graduating high school. You have experienced mastery and what it feels like to succeed. And hopefully, you are starting to think about your purpose. Don't worry if you haven't figured that out yet. Trust me, each of you has tremendous value in this world. I can't wait to hear about the great things, big and small, that each of you chooses to do with your lives. Maybe you can even share some stories at next year's alumni event. Graduates, please stand. Okay, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Distinguished guests, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the 2021 Next Charter School graduating class.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. A slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all.
Thank you all for coming. Drive safe. Be safe. See you next year.
You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. May you be as fascinating as a slap bracelet. May you you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions, though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. Or may the road less paved be the road that you follow. Whoa. Well, here's to the hearts that you gonna break. Here's to the lives that you gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. Oh, I want you to have it all. All you can imagine. Oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, go, go. Raise your glasses. Go, go, go. You can have it. Oh, I toast you. Here's to the hearts that you gonna break. Here's to the lives that you gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. Or may the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.